Wait, so why does Baldi and Baldi's Basics crash out after you only get one math question wrong? Well, stick around because before we have to escape this place, we have to solve some pretty hard math problems. After completing the math problem, Baldi congratulates you by saying, wow, you exist, because we'll soon see that Baldi has a few screws loose. You find another notebook and try answering the questions, but one of the questions look like your friend's horrible handwriting whenever you're trying to write down something in school, so it's basically impossible to read. This makes Baldi crash out on you for some reason, and he chases you with a giant ruler, and trust me, you do not want him to catch you. So you're running for your life and you're probably thinking, Anthony, this can't get any worse. In the school, there are like a dozen of characters without including Baldi, but we're only going to talk about 6 of them because they're the only ones that actually matter to me. The first one is Playtime, who apparently has bad eyesight, but I swear that's propaganda because she always manages to find me and makes me do like 10 jumping jacks. No, go away, Baldi, please, bro. Next is the bully who will tax you on a random item you have and is super annoying. But thankfully in this game, principals actually stop the bullies if they see them, unlike in real life. But that doesn't really mean that he's on your side because he will toss you into detention if he catches you running even a little bit. And you can avoid getting detention and being whipped by Baldi whenever you're inside there if you subscribe. Anyways, the next character you have is Arts and Crafter, who is a giant white sock, but don't be fooled because this sock is green with envy. Because anytime you collect all the notebooks, he gets really jealous and sends you and Baldi back to the starting room, which could have really big consequences depending on how far in the game you are. Then we got First Prizer, and yeah, that's his real name. I thought it was something different, but anyways, First Prizer's like a where's my hug at type of character, so you better avoid him. Because if he sees you, he will push you into the unknown, and sometimes that unknown is Baldi. And lastly, we have my favorite, Sweep! So assuming you're able to survive the Sinful 6 over here and their headmaster Baldi Baltimore Basics and somehow manage to collect all 7 notebooks, well, this happens.
Congratulations, you found all 7 notebooks. Now all you need to do is get out while you still can.
So basically, if you survive all of that, then the school literally turns into hell. So you made it to the exit and the game is over. Good job, you escaped the place. But you may be sitting there wondering, Anthony, what the hell did I just play? Well, good question, because just like all these other games, there's a secret ending that nobody would be finding without a proper guide. So if you get all those math questions wrong, and understandable, they are pretty tricky, in all 7 of those notebooks, you can unlock the secret ending. So you may be going, oh, that sounds easy. Instead of wasting time thinking of the correct answer, I can just spam random numbers and move on, right? Well, there's a thing about Big B over here that I failed to mention, and it's the fact that every time you fail a math problem, he gets faster. So let's do some math. For every one of those 7 notebooks in the game, no matter what you answer, one question will always be wrong, meaning in a flawless run, Baldi's speed increases to 7x by the end of the game. But, assuming you're trying to get the secret ending and you fail all 3 questions in all 7 notebooks, that basically means that you failed 21 math questions in total. Meaning that Baldi is now 21 times faster by the time the screen turns red. So assuming you're just that guy somehow and survive all of that, you're sent to Baldi's office, and this is where we can get into the secret ending. Inside our room, we find our boy Baldi elongated somehow, and a person at a desk called File Name 2, aka Null. Null tries to speak with you, keyword tries, because he sounds like Pack God whenever he's on a Discord call roasting someone. So I'll spare your ears the torture of trying to listen to him speak, but basically what he's trying to say is that this entire game is a corrupted file or cursed, and that Baldi isn't actually a character, but he's more of like a glitch or an entity of sorts. Anyway, that's all for today. Subscribe so I can see you next Wednesday, and I really hope this video isn't cursed.